Damn, bro. Light's way up there. Dog. What is up? I just got off work. I'm tired. Like, tired as fuck. Wah. But I am gonna buy a bike this year, and I just can't make up my damn mind, man. A big, humongous part of me wants a sport bike. A full, hunched over, feet up in the air, you know, I want a sport bike. I do. Which, this is a sport bike. It's a naked bike, but I don't know, that term's kind of weird with me. But do I get a 1000, which is what I really want, or a 600, which is what I really need? That's tough for me, man, because it's, you know, I'm not wealthy by no means, and it's a big deal purchasing a motorcycle. It's not something I can just go do and like, well, if I get the 1000 and I decide I want a 600, I'll just go get a 600. But my pockets ain't like that. So when I make this decision, it's going to be set for a while, and I want to make the right one. See, if I get a 1000, you know, I have to be careful, obviously, but I'll have to train myself how to ride again, because if I try to ride a 1000 out in the mountains like I ride this thing, I'm gonna die because of the power delivery. It's just so much harder, and you know, I'm gassing this bike hard, coming out of turns, in the turns, all of it. Front end gets a little, you know, a little wild, and I'll have to retrain my throttle control, because if I'm out there fucking, you know, that front end's gonna come up, and I'm gonna have to control that, which more than likely it'll have traction control, wheelie control, and all that. But man, I do. I want a 1000. I do, and I think I'm gonna get one. But I would like to know what y'all think. You know, the couple people that do watch my videos regularly, and if you happen upon this video, then hello. I want your opinion too, because I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. So, you know, I got plenty of time, and I will listen to anybody's opinion about anything. The Bible says not to be wise in your own opinion, and I think it's best to listen to everybody's opinion, make your own decision. But I want to know what y'all think. 600, 1000, or, you know, an MT10 is a 1000, but when I say 1000, I mean a 1000, a bad motherfucker. The ZX10 is up there on my list. You know, price wise, it's not super duper expensive as 1000s go. It's a beautiful bike in my opinion. They nailed that front end, which everybody they all have about the same front end nowadays, but they I'm gonna go this way, fuck it. They nailed that front end, and it is awesome. Them eyeballs are amazing. GSXRs are wicked, you know, everybody knows that, and they really are. Those bikes ain't no joke. They're kind of underrated in my opinion. You don't want to sleep on no Gixxer. Them motherfuckers are fast, and they sound good. They do. You throw a full exhaust on them and they sound good. You know, the BMW S1000, that'd be awesome. They're a little over 20 grand if you cash them out. You know, if you pay cash, they're not super duper expensive, but Man, that is, you're getting your money's worth with that bike, 100%. Great bike, just best of the best, as far as I can tell from my research. I have a naked bike. I'm not going to sell this bike, so if I buy another one, even if it's faster, it's still a naked bike. I'm kind of set on the Super Sport. 600, man, is perfect for what I do. It really is. And I may get one, I don't know, but I would like to know what y'all think. You know, what y'all would do, what you think I should do, whatever you think, I'll listen. I shouldn't have went this way. This traffic's gonna suck. Oh yeah, I'm on a bike. I forgot. I about got my fender. Still haven't put the chain and sprockets on it, but I'm going to. I get off at 3:30 tomorrow, so yeah. That leaves me a little time to take care of my shit, you know, because I work all the time, but it's sad they discontinued the R6, man. It really is. That was such a great bike. Like, it still is. There's still plenty of them out there, and just an awesome machine. That's a race bike. Most of them are nowadays, but an R6 is a full-on race bike. It's completely gutless until you hit 8,000 RPMs, and then it's like 10 times the machine it is after 8,000. Just a great bike. And they discontinued it for whatever reason, which they still make the track version. You know, they still make their race bikes, and it'd be awesome to have one of those. But fuck, I forgot what I was about to say about that. They discontinued. Oh yeah, so you know, it's cool. You don't want to make it no more for the street. Well, don't replace it with an R7, because there's people out there that are like, oh dog, it's an R7, it's gonna be better, it's gonna be faster, this and that, and they're gonna be super disappointed that it's not even half the bike that an R6 is. And that to me is foolish. An R9, there you go, that would have been dope. Hey girl. She's on my mind already. Which they're gonna make that bike, but they should have waited and discontinued it and replaced it with that. It was just dumb to replace it with the R7. The thing's slow, and it's set up for track, which yeah, you could have some fun on the track, but you're gonna get smoked, and that's not fun. You know, you go to the track, you need power. You don't need a race ready 650. The fuck is that? I mean, I guess it'd be an awesome starter bike. An R7, that's, man, maybe that was their goal. Like, people keep starting on these damn R6s and dying and this and that and crashing. We'll give them the R7. That's a perfect starter bike. But it's not a replacement for the R6 in my opinion at all, which I'm sure most people know that shit. You know, they're probably not like, oh, this thing's slow, what up dog. Anyway, I'm rambling. The Daytona 675, you know, that's a badass bike and pretty reliable from what I hear. So, but I'm just not, it's an awesome bike, but I wouldn't get it, to be honest. That was a nice R1. Realistically, man, I'm gonna get the damn ZX-10, because I want that power, dude. I want it. I want it so bad. I watch videos, man, and And I have not ridden one. I've never ridden a Super Sport 1000. I've ridden an MT10 very little. You know, literally I took it a couple curves down and turned around and came back, and I was in third gear about like this and just went, and that motherfucker wheelied so easy. So I mean, that's awesome. That's what's kind of selling me on that bike. I don't know, I'm the most indecisive person you will ever meet in your entire life, so we shall see. But I would like to know what you guys think. You know, it might help me make my decision. Tell me what you think and why you think it. I know I've said like 30 times, but I'm driving and talking and I'm not used to that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get a new bike soon, and I guess, you know, when I go to get it, I'll make that decision. You get smoked out here, dog. Come on. I guess I like talking about it because, you know, it gets me excited, because I can't do it right now. It's going to be a little while, but I am going to do it this year. And it's just nice to talk about it, because it, you know, it starts that process in motion and gets me thinking about having a new bike and this and that. But I am excited about it, because then I get to, you know, you get a new cockpit view. And you get to watch me learn how to ride that motorcycle, and I'll tell you all about it. When I first get it, I'll have no problem making moto vlogs, because I'll have something to talk about. I can compare it to this bike, you know, down to the T, and take it to my road, my little happy place out there, and see what the difference really is. But I do know that a 1000 where I ride I'm gonna have to learn all over again, because at least I'll have to have way better throttle control, because those things are wicked. This bike, there's only a couple spots. Oh, I forgot they got this all fucked up. There's only a few spots where you got to be careful of the front end getting wild on you. And if it gets wild on a straight, no big deal. You know, set it down, you're fine. But when you're leaned over 30, 40 degrees and that front end comes up, that's a problem. That's where the steering stabilizers come into handy a lot. Because that can get real savage real quick. Going straight, you're pretty good. Oh, this sucks. Boop boop. You just wheelie pretty much and then set it down, no big deal. But in the curve, it sets down and gets wild, because the bike tries to go straight, and then you got it leaned over, so the suspension gets all confused, and it's dangerous. But I'm aware of all that stuff, so I'm not going to go out there and die. I probably would have if I would have started on a 1000. Well, not really, because I was a little scared of bikes, to be honest. I wasn't scared of bikes, but my first bike was a 650, and I got on it and went, oh my god, this thing's so fast. I was like, I bet it'll do like 150, and no, it won't. But it did. It felt fast, and it took me a while to break the fear and lean that motherfucker over. And honestly, I never really got rid of the chicken strips on it. Never really pushed that bike at all before I sold it and bought the R6, and then ended up with this bike eventually. This is my baby. This bike is the bike that I learned how to ride on, and it's been a wild ride, man. She was stolen, you know. There's been a lot going on with this bike. I've done a lot of work to it. I've learned a lot working on it, and I wouldn't change that for the world, man. This bike was meant for me, and I will not get rid of it. Although I might throw a nice ZX10 front end on it, or a Öhlins front end somehow. If I could get a super dope, fully adjustable front end for this bike, oh man, I would ride so much harder. Like, not a little bit harder, a lot harder. Because honestly, I'm pushing this bike to its limits, 100% in some places. Well, for the road. The bike is way more capable if you're on a track. But I'm pushing this bike to its limits that it's safely capable of doing with the front end suspension that it has, being that only one side of the forks is adjustable and only the top of them, so you only adjust your tension, not your compression. So yeah, like my buddy, which he's faster than me anyway, I'm not making excuses, but he also has a full Öhlins front end suspension, fully adjustable top and bottom, Öhlins rear shock. That motherfucker's adjustable in like 3 places. It's adjustable, and you can tighten shit and loosen shit and this and that. It's set up best of the best for what it is. So I don't have that. You know, my ABS kicks in when I ride hard. And I'm braking hard, my ABS is kicking in because I'm braking at this bike's capabilities. Damn it, I need to make a U-turn. And I always wondered, like, what's wrong with my bike? You know, the front end gets all crazy when I brake hard. That was the worst U-turn ever, but this is a bad place to turn around. You know, when I brake real hard, the front end kind of will up and down because the suspension is going up and down, because the ABS is kicking in, kicking off, kicking in, kicking off, kicking in, kicking off, because my ass is braking hard. But anyway, tomorrow's Friday. I only have to work 8 hours. That's awesome. It's still a long day, but it feels short after working all these 10s. But yeah, we're gonna get the chain ready for Sunday. There's no way I'm missing a Sunday. Ain't happening. Just ain't happening. Because then I gotta wait till next Sunday to ride, and I'm not doing that. So we're gonna put this chain on, whether we gotta reuse that damn washer or not. Don't give a fuck. Your boy's riding. It is my drug. I've never really been into drugs, never been into that type of shit, and this, I guess you could call addicting, because I love doing it all the time, and I think about it all the time, laying in bed, at work, doesn't matter. I'm thinking about motorcycles. They're awesome. But yeah, that was a lot. I started getting a new bike and ended at my front end shakes, and I'm addicted to motorcycles, bruh. I need some medication, man. A new bike will do it. That's my medication. My medication is expensive, like 17, 18 grand expensive. So I guess it's worse than a drug habit. What are drugs, like 20 bucks? Yeah, real men like curves. That's a fact. I like both kinds of curves. Hey, we got it all. Well, I will see y'all in the morning.